All right. Hey, Aquarians, welcome back, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on into this Aquarius special request for an Aquarius video. I said I would put one out, and then somebody was like, "Yes, Aquarius," so I couldn't fail to get this one done tonight after all. All right, so I will mention I had that backdrop up all week of the compass, and I was just tired of it. I just needed a change. I don't usually change my backdrops until Monday. That's my kind of like rule of thumb, but I had to. I was wild this week. I had to do it. So maybe somebody's feeling a change. I don't know. We got a King of Cups. We're going to keep change in mind. We have love. This could be a big change that somebody is sitting there saying, "My God, I feel all this emotion. I feel warmth. I feel love. I feel tenderness." High Priestess, Page of Wands. Um, oh gosh, this is something that's been brewing and stewing underneath. There is a spark that has been there all this time. There has been a desire for this character to move toward Aquarius. This feels like a love that's been kind of like, it's been just under the surface, like a slowly little glowing ember. Um, right before this, a song that I love just randomly kind of popped up on my playlist. It's music that I already have, but Blood Orange, Champagne Coast. And in it, the big refrain, I love that song so much. But in it, the big refrain is, "Come to my bedroom, come to my bedroom, come to my bedroom." and it's like a real easy, chill piece of music, but oh, I love it. That maybe fits with this since that came on randomly. I wasn't trying to select that song, it just kind of popped up for me. And I actually haven't listened to it in probably a year and a half. So it's funny to have that just like pop up right before I did this video. Um, I will say this, because this isn't like I'm not thinking about it because of the cards. I'm just connecting it to the fact that that's like the last thing that I just heard before I started this. Usually in a storyline, a song has to pop into my head, but this is a little bit different. So I'm just making that note on that because everything here is a little different. If this if this king has carried almost like a subconscious desire, and it could be that, like, Aquarius, come to my bedroom. We got the Five of Swords in the reverse. They're done fighting it. They're done pushing it down. They're done pretending that they don't feel the way they feel. This is starting to feel like somebody really cares about Aquarius. This king really would like Aquarius to connect with them. Oh, wow. We have the Lovers card. So, yeah, this is definitely, we've got Gemini energy coming through real strong here. But if they would like this Aquarius to kind of just cuddle up in their arms, it's as if this very emotionally available king is no longer pretending that they don't have these vibes, these feels. I feel like this is not somebody who has already dealt with Aquarius in a romantic setting. This comes across as if it is someone that is on the other side of like Aquarius's life. So someone who is not, held and kissed and romanced and dated Aquarius. This feels like a person who knows Aquarius but has not ever had this romance with them. I'm wondering if they have kind of fantasized a bit about Aquarius but has never taken action on this. They could be a water sign. They don't have to be. We also do have a Virgo, Pisces, Cancer with that High Priestess. And we have that Gemini with the Lovers. They're finally just admitting it. Hi, Cora Bell. Hey, darling. Great to see you, hon. They're finally feeling that vibe. We have a Knight of Pentacles upright. We have the Star. There's Aquarius. And we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if this has been on their mind for quite a while, but they might have been still ensnared in like purging a karmic out of their life. This almost feels as if like they have known Aquarius throughout a time period of their life where they were still ending a connection, coping with, extricating themselves from the grasp of somebody quite toxic. Could be a Leo, Sag, or Aries energy, but this was their karmic. And I will say that the contrast between Aquarius and their karmic has been on their mind for a long time. But again, this person, to their credit, they did not attempt to start cooking, some little vibe on the stove with Aquarius until they are genuinely like ready to break away from the karmic, ready to acknowledge how they actually feel about Aquarius. I will say this: Aquarius is a dream come true. Aquarius is like a gift from the stars. They have known this for a while, but they have not made any swift move. Hi, Platinum. Thank you for being here, sweetie. They have not made a move toward Aquarius in quite a bit of time. This is our slowest moving night, but it is because first, when one's mind is pretty full of the drama and the difficulties of dealing with a karmic, and they needed to separate that out, they needed to distance themselves from that. Of course they weren't going to be, even if they knew Aquarius was a sweetheart, even if they knew, and they have known for a long time, they've had a vibe for Aquarius, but they kept it kind of in the catacombs of their mind. Let me ask about Aquarius. What did Aquarius think of them? Because I feel like these are Aquarius and this person have known each other for a long time, but maybe like in a professional setting, or it's like, oh yeah, I always see them when I go to that store, or they own that business that I patronize. Aquarius might have known this person, and it was always like, there's something here. There's some little vibe, but they don't make a move toward me. They don't ask me out. They are only just now, this king is only just now allowing themselves to like let their their fantasies start to kind of like become something that they actually are daydreaming about. I think that they kept this suppressed for quite a while, and now it's coming to the forefront of their mind. We have a King of Wands sideways. When I said, how does Aquarius feel about them? Aquarius has been aware, very much aware, that they have been tangled up with a karmic. Aquarius has either sensed it. Since this card is sideways, I feel like Aquarius was like, I have this vibe that they're not free, but I also have a vibe that they're not happy. I also have a vibe that they need to take care of business, whatever it is they need to do. And I also kind of sense that that's exactly the character that they are. They love someone, but it's complicated. They're having problems with someone. They themselves, it's almost like Aquarius would see this person on moments where they could almost like pick up a vibe like, wow, you're off kilter today. So who is this person to Aquarius? Because for Aquarius to be able to pick up on some of they're spot on. Aquarius is spot on with what they have picked up from this person. Who are they? We've got a 7 of Cups in the reverse. There's somebody that Aquarius knows, and they know that this person is not confusing, is not trying to flirt with them. They're very clear. They're very clear that this person has defined boundaries and borders. They were not trying to get Aquarius to, like fall for them. They're not trying to flirt. Aquarius says, what I know about this person is if they want something, they will absolutely make it plain. But I can sense that their situation is murky, and I am not at all confused about that, but they don't try to confuse the situation. What they deal with is their business. They don't try to haul other people in. I just think that Aquarius is incredibly intuitive. Like they can sense something's going on with this person. Let me ask this. Does Aquarius have like an interest in this person? Because just simply recognizing some things about a person tells me these are probably kindred spirits. But is Aquarius attracted to them? The High Priestess in the reverse this time, and the World. Aquarius is like, in another life, in another scenario. This is nothing that is happening until whatever their I'll say weirdness is resolved. I know that they have to like restart their life or break away from things. Aquarius is very, very, very on point. And let me show this card in the upright because Aquarius might have a little kink to them. Going back to that song by Champagne Coast, Blood Orange, the Come to My Bedroom song. This is like, we got, obviously some, I don't know if this is like cosplay thing or, like purple velvet with, whatever fancy little, stockings, leggings. There is some some kind of flirty, sexy thing. Now, here's the thing: the High Priestess card actually is an incredibly sensual. The High Priestess is incredibly sensual, but she doesn't show it to everybody. She doesn't. So I gotta say, I think that Aquarius has picked up on. If the time were right, you and I could have a very, very, very good time. Aquarius is a little bit like a, it's not really a fantasy aspect. It's just like Aquarius knows that other circumstances, we could be something else altogether different for one another. We could have some really good times. And I'll just say that as delicately as I can and leave it there. But this Aquarius has, hey, Rach, so nice to see you, honey. Thank you for being here. Happy Saturday evening, love. This feels so spicy. But Aquarius also says, but I ain't making a move in their way. The star in the reverse. This is Aquarius saying, but I don't chase. I am not wishing upon a star. I am not obsessing over them. Everything here would have to be handled where they come to me. They need to come to my bedroom. They need to enter into my life. I do not chase them. And they are the ones who have stuff going on in their life that they have to sort through. I think that both Aquarius and this person know that there's something there that will not be talked about. They won't touch it with a 10-foot pole unless it is very clearly defined boundaries. But then there's this weird, it's not even like a simmering attraction. There's no longing looks. This is purely like the knowledge that only exists in their head. That High Priestess energy that they both share is what is felt but not expressed, what is known but not like vocalized, what exists but does not even require any kind of like bringing it into the 3D, because both of them are mature enough, grown up enough to say either it'll happen or it won't, but it will not happen unless there is very much direct, straightforward intention. You know what I love about this is two very passionate people who have such a level of personal respect and mutual respect. There is none of this, but I want them. When are they going to leave that person? When are they going to be mine? On Aquarius's side, there is none. Aquarius is not like out there thinking, oh my gosh, my life is not satisfying unless they're in it. Aquarius is like, got my own thing, got my own world, got my own life, but in another lifetime, we could have a very good time. That's a known fact. It's not even like I long for this. This is supposed to be mine. I sense that we'll be together someday. It's more like, you can walk into a room sometimes and you can look across and you can say, you and me, you don't know what you're missing out on, but we both know what we're missing out on, because you and me, we already sense it, but we don't need to say anything. And it doesn't mean we're ever going to act on it. It's just, I can tell you're one of my kind. I feel like that's what this situation is. But again, life is busier than that. Life has other things going on. Life is more complicated. And Aquarius doesn't want something that isn't theirs. Aquarius is not taking, a third-party role. Aquarius is not a side dish. Aquarius is not trying to attract somebody. That person would come directly toward them with no other complications or not at all. I kind of think that energy that Aquarius gives off is precisely one of the reasons why this character, when they break things off with their karmic, and a karmic is just someone that they're not growing with, somebody they're going through a cycle with. Doesn't mean the karmic is bad. Doesn't mean the karmic is like, oh, they're the toxic one. I mean, this king could have been the toxic one. We saw them as, Aquarius knew that they were a king of wands sideways. Aquarius knew, oh, they got something heavy going on. They're playing a role that maybe isn't right for them. I sense it. I feel it. I know it. They're not making a move my way. They've got other fish frying in their pan, you know, not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm not dealing with that. But I do think that this King of Cups, because they shift from that, right? When they're single, when they're away from their karmic, when that situation comes to a full closure, that is where we see the real them. They've been a King of Cups probably all along, but you know, we change roles sometimes when we're with other people, especially karmics and soulmates. You know, it brings out other traits in us. Probably not the best traits. But as they break away from that karmic, we're seeing the real them. This is very emotional, very sensitive, very loving, probably a lot less angry because I'm getting an angry vibe off of a sideways king. Um, and that's where the true them says, boy, that Aquarius, they're really something special. They're the kind of lover I'd like to have. I mean, I'm not going to move toward them too fast, but I'm already thinking about them. It's funny how their attention turns to Aquarius now fully and completely. Even if they're still going to take time to move toward Aquarius, this connection is on the horizon because they're fantasizing about it. Now they want to be loved. Aquarius has a little bit more spicy sensuality on their side, but this person, they can picture like a lot of gentleness, a lot of they want somebody who's softer. That I think that their relationship with their karmic must have been pretty fiery and pretty toxic, and a lot of arguing and a lot of fighting, and they might have constantly found themselves pissed off. And that is not the energy that they want. They want somebody who makes them like feel soft. They want someone who is gentle with them. We have the Boy of Cups. At some point in time, they will express some kind of interest. It will be complimentary. It will be a small offer. Maybe it's just they say something complimentary to Aquarius. This will be after they're completely done with their karmic. This is on the horizon. But the way they begin a courtship or they begin a communication, it's very small. We have the Girl of Wands and we have the Two of Swords in the reverse. Some kind of like force field that they've kept up drops. And I almost want to say that it's in their eyes. I think for a long time, they wouldn't even let themselves like give Aquarius an up and down because it wasn't right. They weren't going to be doing that. They might finally open up and want to talk to Aquarius a little bit, mention something personal about, well, now that I'm single, now that, I'm divorced, they may open up a dialogue that addresses that. They may discuss how things have changed. I definitely think they might have been married because we had a matched pair and we have these moths and butterflies. Things have changed. I wonder if they're going to have kind of a heart to heart, but they're also, this is no more blocking what they're actually thinking. I don't think this person has game. They don't play games. They either are somebody else's person and that way they're not going to be trying to flirt with someone, or they change lanes and now I am single. I am letting you know I'm single in no uncertain terms. And now that guard in my eyes drops. Now I can do more than just make eye contact with this gorgeous Aquarius. Now I can show a warmth. Now I can show an interest. You know what? I so enjoy this character. You know how refreshing it is to have a character that actually closes doors, closes chapters, does not blur lines. I can't stand the characters. Sorry, it's me being sassy. I can't stand the characters that weave down the road, that can't decide who to be with. This person seems to come across with so much integrity, and I'm so glad to see Aquarius is attracting somebody like that. What's Aquarius's response to this? Because when that guard in their eyes drops, and when they start to show something real about themselves to Aquarius, Five of Cups. Why the Five of Cups? Why is that Aquarius is, although somebody could have really amazing blue eyes. Maybe Aquarius says, wow, you went through a lot of hurt, didn't you? Aquarius could react by like gently like filling in a blank for them, being like, sounds like you've been through hell and back, that could be, because now I'm hearing that song, Blue Ain't Your Color. Love that song by Keith Urban. I think that's my fave from his work. But we got Seven of Wands. I do think that Aquarius might say, have you been solo long enough? Because this is, I know Seven of Wands is like how a character overcomes struggles, but we have this acoustic guitar. Maybe somebody actually plays guitar, or maybe they haven't played guitar in a long time, but they used to love it. I almost kind of feel like if Aquarius is listening to this person and recognizing that, okay, they are now officially flirting with me, they are officially dropping a guard with me, they are officially approaching me, they want me to know something about them, I'm going to be gentle and sensitive and understanding that they may still be decompressing and maybe they need, I don't know, a little bit of consideration, a little bit of friendship first. Don't move too fast. Fives and sevens are numbers of change. So we see Aquarius is aware this person is still in transition, because no matter what, even if it was a bad situation, a change is still, there's a loss somewhere in there. There's, even if you're just mourning the loss of the years that we spent with a karmic, I think Aquarius is very attuned to you're in a transition state. Those gorgeous blue eyes of yours, you need to make sure that you do some stuff for you. You need to make sure that you play your guitar again. You need, there's something, maybe somebody is like really into, maybe it is country music, but I kind of keep feeling like Aquarius is saying to them, with all the clash and all the noise and everything you've dealt with, have you had enough time just to spend on your own? There's a lot to be said for healing out there on your own and not having to immediately give attention to another person after you've been through a karmic cycle. We got the Five of Pentacles also. I do think Aquarius is saying you need to nurture you. Feed yourself, attend to yourself, calm down that nervous system of all of the intensity. You've probably been depleted. You probably haven't had a lot of, time for you. Make sure you give yourself that space. Aquarius comes across as somebody who's more concerned with this person's well-being than saying, all right, you sexy thing. We got the Man of Cups. That's the King of Cups. And the Nine of Swords. Aquarius is worried that this character who is now, this is the King of Cups all over again. That's who they are. Aquarius is saying, I'm not sure that they are purged yet of their ex. And I mean, I think it's a valid point. I think it's understandable, but what's the outcome of that? Like, being understanding of this. Hierophant, you know what is so crazy? That gentleness, that compassionate energy, that, look, I am not even about to assume that you are whole and complete yet when you've been through hell and back. That gentleness, so wild that their reaction to that is, damn, I'm going to marry you. The Hierophant. They might realize that Aquarius is saying something spot on. Aquarius is like very attuned to like the higher self, but this is also a marriage card. And it's so funny how Aquarius is like, hey, give yourself some time and space. It takes a while to really heal, even from something that was toxic that you're glad you're out of. Make sure you are eating the foods you like and resting enough, and don't think that you're going to instantly start a relationship with me where there's expectations and demands. You can't do that to yourself right now. Are you going to wind up depleting yourself? I'm more worried about that for you. Take a little bit more time. Let's not do some relationship thing right away. And it's so funny because I think that they're like, wow, the fact that you would care about me so much is exactly what they wanted. They wanted somebody who maybe will just cuddle with them first. They want someone who like soothes them. I feel like there's a lot of cuddling going on for Aquarius and this person. Very, like above, like everybody's got their clothes on and it's just like long hugs, and it's really nice. There's no expectations other than human comfort for the two of them. Not because Aquarius isn't hot-blooded, because they are, but Aquarius is just like, I like this person, but I'm not thinking that this is I'm not expecting someone to instantly be completely healed and completely ready. I'll know it when they are, and when they're 100% like moving toward me, but we need to ease into building trust. I think that this is a great recipe for any relationship. How do you build trust? I mean, hand holding was really exciting, once upon a time. This almost feels like the way in eighth grade, the first crush, and it's like a really big deal if they put a note in your locker. Like, that's so sweet. That's so amazing. It's a really big deal if you slow dance and, you're at arm's length, but oh my gosh, they danced with me. It has a little bit of that, middle school, little by little. Let's just take it super slow. Let's just enjoy this. And I think it's going to be kind of thrilling. And I've got to say, I think that Aquarius's gentleness is helping them come back to themselves. The Hanged Man is Piscean energy. They've shown up as a King of Cups. This might be them finding themselves again, and it is because of the patience. This is, an Eight of Cups is somebody returning, but I think it's them returning to their true self. We saw them as a powerful king. They're not some poor wounded bird that, like Aquarius is like, oh, you're my project. Let me, whatever, feed you with I'm picturing somebody feeding like a baby bird or a squirrel with like a dropper. It's not like that at all. It's more, I think this is Aquarius saying, I'm not signing up for anything that you may not be ready to give. I'm not placing those expectations. I want somebody who's like saged, because I ain't touching you while you could still have the ex's energy on you, especially a toxic ex. I want somebody energetically clean. I think this is as much Aquarius being gentle with this person as it is Aquarius saying, I personally do not want your ex's energy in my world, especially a toxic ex. And until you're really purged from that, and I don't know that Aquarius is saying this, I just think they're very intuitive. I don't want their energy stepping into my world. I think this is a protective and self-respecting energy on Aquarius's part. But it's really sweet because it gives these characters, hi baby, it gives these characters the opportunity to just take it slow. Hi pumpkins, did you wake up from your nappy? Mwah, you good boy of mine. All right, you guys, sorry, my baby's here, so you know what that means. It's time that I take off anyway. This got really long. I'm sorry this was so long. Wendy, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Hi, Matthew. That's awesome, Rach. What breed are you dog sitting for? Hi. Hi. I think he smelled my armpit, by the way. Sorry, but these things happen live, so it is what it is. Aquarius MC, great to see you. Hey, Matthew. Awesome. You're part of the Aqua gang. Oh my gosh, Rach, a Husky Shepherd and a Dutch Shepherd. I don't know that I know a Dutch Shepherd specifically. I'll have to look that up. But wow, a Husky Shepherd, I bet you that's a smart dog who's got lots to say to you, huh? Let me see. G. Guyans. I don't think you're here anymore, but hi. I'm glad you popped in, and please forgive me that I couldn't say your name right. Well, Rach, have a good time with your little furry friends. They're lucky to have you as their babysitter. All right, you guys, take care. Thank you so much for giving it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you guys do enjoy my channel and the Aquarius videos, my pleasure, Rach. Thank you, honey. Really nice to hang with you tonight. All right, you guys, bye for now.